Two screens are better than one? LG sort of agrees. And now we have another foldable phone to show for it. Well, sort of. Greetings from Berlin. It's gonna be a crazy week in tech because IFA is happening right now. And if you don't know what IFA is, it's basically one of the biggest tech shows out there.
One thing that I gotta play with while here is LG's newest smartphone. This is the LG G8X ThinQ, and it flips and it folds.
This is a perfect phone for those who can't commit just yet to a specific form factor. It's basically a normal looking phone that comes with a very special dual screen case. Yes, it's a smartphone case that technically turns your device into a folding phone. It connects via USB-C and tada! Two screens. That second screen on the phone case matches the screen on the phone to a T, including the notch. Basically, LG wanted a uniform viewing experience, and so they just put the exact same screen on. The case does a complete 360, so you can use it however you want and at whatever angle you want. The front cover of this case is made of a reflective glass, and there's also an OLED panel for notifications and for telling the time, which is a great touch because it's something that I really wanted on the last dual screen case that LG had for the V50. Not to mention that reflective glass front doubles as a cute mirror. Another neat change, on the phone, there is now an in-display fingerprint scanner which works way better with the case as opposed to the last phone with the dual screen case, the V50, which had a fingerprint scanner on the back of the phone. As you can imagine, as the phone is folded over, you won't be able to reach that fingerprint scanner.
But on to more important matters, i.e. what can you do with two screens?
Two screens mean you can chat with someone and send quick screenshots without toggling through different apps. You can also be on YouTube watching something as you're on Twitter scanning tweets. Heck, you can even be on a voice call and be on Twitter and the other person would never ever know. Imagine how productive you can be on this thing. You can write notes and have an article open and ready to write those notes about. You can send emails as you look at presentations on the second screen. Or you can just literally use that second screen as a keyboard. There's also an extended mode so you can open apps like, for example, Google Chrome and stretch the whole window throughout the two screens. According to LG, any developer can now develop their app for this mode. For the gamers, this phone does not only allow you a virtual game controller, it also allows you to customize that said controller. Aside from all that, we also realized that this case would make for a great handle for when you're vlogging on this phone. Then there's that camera feature which allows you to see the preview of whatever you're shooting on the other side of the screen. This is super useful for selfies when you want help from your IG boyfriend, or if you're trying to take photos from a weird angle, it allows you to flip the screen and you have a better view of, let's say, that flat lay you're trying to take.
What's going on?
I'm trying to take an Instagram story photo of my shoes. Like this screen helps. Like it tilts the right ways. And hands down, my favorite non-prescribed way to use this case is as an improvised tripod to prop my phone up for when I'm taking those palm gesture selfies. Oh, and by the way, it has an improved selfie camera, so your shots should be looking very good. Speaking of cameras, there are two cameras on the back, a wide and a normal shooter.
Stabilization in video on this phone is also supposed to be real good, and you're seeing that in action right now. But what I love about this phone is that while recording, you can also flip the camera, and I love that because that's perfect for Instagram stories.
There's also an ASMR feature on this phone. In theory, you can shoot whole ASMR videos on this device.
Another really fun feature is the video enhancement mode. Basically, this means that the screen will adjust to whatever lighting you're in so you can have the best watching experience. There are a lot of other cool things on this phone, but that'll have to wait till I get the actual unit for review. Keep in mind though that what I played with now is still a pre-production unit, so when this ships out there might be tiny changes.
First impressions about the LG G8X ThinQ. Well, I'm liking it so far. In fact, I'm shooting this whole final bit with the actual phone. I mean, as you can tell, I love the fact that you can use the case as this tiny little tripod thing. Thing is, I actually really like LG's first dual screen phone on the LG V50. Now this new phone takes that idea and actually improves on it. I love that the things that I complained about on the LG V50 and the dual screen case, like let's say the fact that the hinge on the old case only has 2 positions and the fact that there was no OLED notification bar, were addressed by this new phone. Honestly, I'm excited. I want to try this phone out and hopefully I get to do that soon. That's it for this video. Stay tuned for more content coming at you from Berlin. We're at IFA. We'll see you soon.